The Pearl in the Sand, an inspirational biblical-style story once upon a time. In a land touched by both sun and sorrow, lived a humble potter named Eliab. He spent his days shaping clay from the riverbanks, selling jars and bowls in the village market. Though he was poor, his heart was rich in gratitude, and he always thanked the Lord for each day's bread. One morning, as Eliab dug clay from the riverbed, his hand struck something hard and unusual. Curious, he uncovered a small, rough object. As he wiped away the mud, a radiant pearl emerged, unlike any he had ever seen. It shone even under the clouded sky, with a beauty that seemed not of this world. Not knowing its value, Eli brought it home and placed it on a small shelf beside a wooden carving of the Ten Commandments. To him, it was simply a beautiful gift from God, nothing more. The next day, a wealthy merchant named Baruch visited the village. Spotting the pearl, he asked Eliab, "Where did you find this?" Eliab smiled. "By the river. Do you like it?" Baruch's eyes gleamed. "I will give you 10 silver coins for it." Eliab, unfamiliar with jewels or wealth, thought it generous. "May the Lord bless your kindness," he said, accepting the coins. Baruch returned to the city, proudly showing the pearl to a jeweler. The jeweler gasped. "This is no ordinary pearl, and this is a treasure fit for kings." They estimated it was worth hundreds of gold coins. Baruch rejoiced over his clever gain, but in his pride, he did not thank God, only himself. Meanwhile, Eliab continued his simple life, helping widows in the village, sharing his bread with orphans, and offering free pots to those in need. Word of his kindness spread. One day, a royal servant, seeking someone trustworthy and faithful, heard of Eliab and visited his home. The servant explained that the king needed a steward to oversee food and supplies for the poor in the outer provinces. "We need someone honest, someone with a pure heart," he said. "Many have riches, but few have character." Eliab humbly accepted the offer. Years passed. Eliab managed the king's stores with integrity. One day, during a feast at the palace, he recognized Baruch seated at a nobleman's table. Their eyes met. Baruch, ashamed, looked away. He had gained much wealth from the pearl, but had lost friends, peace, and purpose, chasing profit. Later, Baruch approached Eliab privately. "I owe you an apology," he said. "I took advantage of your ignorance. That pearl, it was worth a kingdom." Eliab smiled gently. "That pearl gave you gold. But it gave me something greater, a chance to serve, to love, and to be used by God. Tell me, friend, who truly gained more?" Baruch lowered his head, silent. The Eliab continued, "The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he sold all he had and bought it. I did not sell all I had, but in giving away what little I knew, I gained what I never imagined." Moral of the story: true wealth is not measured by what you possess, but by how you live and whom you serve. Sometimes what seems like a loss in the eyes of men is a divine exchange in the eyes of God, as Jesus said, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also."